Okay, welcome back to Jack of Sales, and today we're gonna be just covering how the entire week has gone. Today is just this Sunday. I don't remember what the date is today. I think it's the 28th or 29th of March. We're almost gonna be ending with March. So the next time I see you, it's gonna be the start of Q2. I haven't really planned out anything for Q2. Oh yeah, that's a good reminder. I think I'll have to plan out some things for quarter two of this year. And dude, been again an eventful week. Just very grateful to have a lot of opportunity, have that sort of connection with God, and I'm so grateful about that. Especially at a young age, like I believe 19 is definitely a young age, and Alhamdulillah, I've been gifted that connection with God, and I'm so grateful for that because I don't know where I'd be without without that. Because at the end of the day, all we can rely on is intuition. Intuition is inner tuition that is granted by the frequency that God gives us, right? And I believe, the universe operates in a very. People say the universe operates in mysterious ways. I think I already know how the universe operates. It's a combination of God and metaphysical principles that carry over entire lifetimes, right? And one of the basic ones is the frequency that you download emits the vibration that you emit, right? So if you have the frequency of a person who's lazy, you're gonna emit that vibration, and it's gonna, first of all, it's gonna be contagious. You can't see it, but it is going to be contagious. Other people are going to be lazy, and secondly, you're going to attract things. The universe is like, everyone knows the universe is completely balanced and everything, and so obviously, if someone creates a frequency that is in not in the balance, then the universe does the something so that it can also balance out the frequency. So for example, if you're going to be lazy, and if every single day you're focusing on, man, you're focusing on the cost of things, because I really like this saying that laziness, procrastination is just the result of focusing on the cost instead of the outcome. And so if you're always focusing on the cost, which is, oh man, if I do this I'm going to feel tired, oh man, if I do this I'm going to feel uh, like I don't feel like doing this, whatever. Dude, the universe is just gonna put you in situations, it's gonna bring you people, it's gonna bring you experiences that are in alignment to that situation, to putting you in that state, right? So that is that. And yeah, so a couple of things I wanted to cover for this week is, yes, number one is multiple sets. Okay, so I have gotten so many sets on this offer, man. Like this 1 to 2 weeks that I've actually worked on this offer, it's been amazing. Because mainly, not only from the financial aspect, but mostly from the teamwork and the amount of work it has brought into me. Man, it is a different feeling. I tell you, bro. If you have a job, if you have something you can work towards, you have like a purpose. And dude, life feels completely different when you live with a purpose. It's like everything that weeds you out, everything that is a bad thing, that is a distraction, you're always trying to remove it because you're moving with purpose, you're moving with direction. And it's like the F1 cars, right? They remove the things, and they remove as much as possible so that it can gain as much speed as possible. You gotta treat yourself like an F1 car. You gotta make adjustments, you gotta make tiny tweaks, etc. So, gotten multiple sets this week. Dude, I was like the most number of sets I hit like was 7 sets in a day. Just imagine that. I booked 7 appointments in a single day while doing college. So definitely. Although there is one thing that I take a long ass time to even talk to like a single prospect. So like quick story time. Like I was talking to one guy, and I was like, oh yeah, Mr. Prospect. Like okay, that's very interesting, man. Tell me about that. And I just kept listening and listening, and I was it took like 30 minutes to set that guy, but it was an appointment definitely. But dude, 30 minutes is way too much. 30 minutes is way too much. Max you want to do it is like 10, 10 to 12 minutes. And that's also a lot. Like, the ideal time is 7 minutes. My average is like 12 to 15 minutes. So that's not good. That's something that needs to be worked upon. But yeah. Second thing is getting back to God, right? So I have a feeling that I have neglected my relationship with God for the last 2 weeks a lot, right? And like ever since Ramzan has ended, I haven't been praying Tahajjud, I haven't been praying Fajr, I've been lazy, and I've been feeling lazy when I'm trying to pray, and a lot of bad habits is just catching back to me, which is fine because I'm gonna counter them anyway. I already know that I'm deserving of an amazing, amazing life, and that is the second thing I want to work on is mending my relationship with God for now. Again, putting my more effort towards that. Thirdly is working on mindset, bro. Like once I took like 1 to 2 weeks, and it was like basically we were just testing things out. This was a new thing, phone setting, first time ever. Testing some frameworks, some stuff I learned, like speed to lead, how to get the leads quickly out of the pipeline, or not out of the pipeline, like just dialed in, just dial them, get them booked as soon as possible, just testing out various number of things. And in the process, I forgot that the most valuable thing that had brought me over here, arguably the most important thing, was my mindset, right? My mindset. And it's not like that sort of David Goggins mindset that you if you're working you gotta push harder, you gotta push harder. No, I'm still developing that. Although I've seen a bit of that. I was feeling completely shitty today, but I was like, I have to record this video. I'm just gonna record it right now. And I was planning to do it in another place, so like somewhere outside maybe or anything. And I just go outside of my hostel, right? So right now I live in a hostel. I live in basically like a three sharing room. So I'm sharing this current room, with two more people. And I mean, dude, props to them, shout out to them. So cool people, man. It's just they're okay with it. I'm dialing people. They might, someone else, if he was in their position, they might feel like, oh yeah, what is this guy doing, man? Like I don't like this. But they've always been cool, so shout out to them. But yeah, like I just do everything in this one room, and I go out of the room, right? I go out of the hostel that I live in, the boys' hostel, and I see outside, and I'm looking for a spot to record, but I can't see it anywhere. Like obviously, I could do that thing where just be brave and record that the video in front of them. But dude, this stuff is like, I mean, it's kind of personal, I don't want to be sharing this. I'm putting, like, just imagine you take your phone and you're outside and you're gonna record a sales talk, jack of sales outside, and you just put it, and there's some, like, there's five boys in the background playing Fortnite or something, losing out their minds, right? So many addicted people out here. That's why I just don't talk to anyone. But yeah. And I just imagine, like, I put my phone in front of them and I'm like, hey guys, yeah, what's up? This is back to Jack of Sales. And today we're gonna be talking about how yesterday I fell back to, social media scrolling and I couldn't set appointments. Oh my god. Like, just imagine if I could do that in front of them. That would be, bro. No, I can't do that. Like, dude, this stuff is personal. Like, if it was something like, recording a B-roll or something. Also, I posted an Instagram reel. I'm so proud of myself for doing that. I posted a reel after a long ass time, man. After a long ass time. Another target, one more reel for before the next Jack of Sales talk, right? So one more reel posted. But yeah, fourth point is gonna be changing mindset. Sorry, changing environment, right? So changing environment, bro. This is so crucial. I've been kind of, I haven't been doing it as much as I should have, and it's basically like programming, right? So it's essentially like you cannot choose. Well, you can choose the friends you want to make, but you also can choose the environment, right? So what I mean by that, let's imagine if you are not in the position that you want to be. How do you get there? Number one thing is changing your environment. Change the five people you surround yourselves with. But now that's easy to say, right? That is easy to say. Yeah, yeah. Then you want to be rich, be around five rich guys. You're gonna be the sixth one. But no, that's not as simple as that, because it's not always easy to find those people, especially in your surroundings. Especially when I live in this place in a college where everyone is focused on something else. Yeah, as I was saying, so focused on an activity that isn't even going to make them rich, right? While everyone is just focused on that, you want to be focused on something else, and you can't just find those sort of people easily. So yeah, so how you change your environment is basically like what I know now is listen to people who motivate you, who tell you to push harder, and you do that by listening to people on YouTube, listening to people on talking about sales, people who you look up to. I look up to a few people, and I'm really grateful, man, that God directed me towards them. I'm thankful. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. I don't even know like where I would be if I didn't reach these people. But yeah, so one of them is my mentor. I listen to a lot of his videos. The other one is I think he's like just he's like a motivational speaker. His name is Les Brown. Like to listen to Les Brown a lot in the morning. Yeah, just so many other people, and I can't really name anyone on the top of my head, but I listen to them on random. But yeah, see the beard coming in though. Beard's coming in. Okay. All right. So that is that, and lastly, I think we're already over the 11-minute mark. Finding joy in figuring out sales process for the company. Okay, so this has been so fun, and this is something I didn't know it would be fun, because I was always thinking before I got an opportunity, I was thinking, man, like, number one thing is getting an opportunity, number two thing is working the opportunity. But actually, working the opportunity also kind of requires you to become like an inventor, become like, a scientist. And that is so fun because you're experimenting out with things, you're tinkering out certain things that, okay, what if I put this text on the follow up, right? And so, especially for like the trading offer that I'm on right now, it's like you gotta understand, okay, what is the language that these people are speaking in? What are they looking for? What is their age group? Are they teenagers? If they're teenagers, I gotta bring them towards they have like a different goal. If there's someone in their mid-teens, they're looking for direction. If there's someone in their mid-20s, they're looking for skills. If there's someone 40 plus, they're looking to buy time, right? They're looking for time. So many different things that you can figure out as you go in this place. But yeah, so that's that for this week. Number one thing is gonna be pushing out a reel. It's around 11 or something right now, I think. Yeah, 11:04. Right now I'm gonna do 20-minute meditation, 20 minutes of stillness, and after that we're gonna record like a 30 to 60-second intro video for another offer. Uh, Other than that, I think it's been just nothing so far. Like I'm probably gonna hit the gym. The gym was closed. It's gonna open tomorrow again. I was going through renovations and everything. Maybe I can show you guys an update on the gym. Yeah, like comment down below if you want to see my gym. Maybe I'll even make a video, right? Like I go. Sometimes I was going in Ramzan. I was going early in the morning, right? So that was pretty fun. But yeah, okay. So that's it for this sales talk, Jack of sales talk. See you in the next video. Bye.